Welcome back to 404, the podcast. Episode 3, The Underground. Hello, good morning. I'm late clocking into work and I don't even care right now. I'm in a really obnoxiously good mood today, so I'll get right into it for recording's sake. Ophelia sent me a letter. Ophelia is my best friend of my whole life. We go back to first grade, I want to say. I just remember I tripped on the playground and she gave me a Scooby-Doo Band-Aid or something like that. Well, long story short, we both finished college back in the spring, and she decided to do some traveling. Off-the-grid, hippie stuff. No phone. So it's been around 3 or 4 months since she started. I think she was in Poland last time I checked. Something like that. I'm really, really proud of her. And she sends me letters every few weeks or so. Just about where she is, what she's doing, random Frenchmen and Polish women she's been hitting on, whether she's been kidnapped by a strange Italian vampire yet. Typical Ophelia stuff. The newest one just arrived, so I thought for today's entry I could just read it out loud. Alright then.
Dearest, darlingest Ellie Eleanor, did you know that the funeral industry in Austria is the biggest per capita in Europe? I didn't either, but this Austrian funeral director I met in Vienna thought it would be really important to let me know that piece of information, so I thought you should as well. Anyways, as you can see, I'm in Vienna, baby! When I tell you this city is so cool, isn't it weird that people who live here just wake up and see all of this? I mean, obviously not all of the city looks like the super fancy parts, but still, wow. Weird to see all these historical buildings, I'm seeing what people hundreds of years ago saw. It's kind of lonely, but also not. Anyways, I miss you. I visited this one museum that had a ton of animal skeletons in it, even ones from extinct animals. They had a Tasmanian tiger skeleton. Remember that one project we did about them in 3rd grade? Oh, also, did you know that fanged deer exist? Literally, vampire deer. Vampire deer, Ellie. You would have loved that place. It was creepy as heck. You know, when I die, I think you should take my skeleton and stick it in a museum. And people would be like, damn, this lady was so short. And you could wake up every morning and polish my bones. Well, that's assuming I die first. Don't worry, if you die first, I will take excellent care of your bones. You will have the finest bones in the world. Or, maybe we'll be little old ladies on our deathbeds together, or go out in a fiery toaster incident. In that case, we should have a joint skeleton exhibit. It would be metal as heck. Besties till the end of time. No escape. Well, this letter got morbid fast. Also, I'm on the train to Prague right now, and I'm really hungry, so I might end this letter and break out some Chex Mix. I swore off of train food after that one breakfast sandwich I told you about. Oh, the horror. Never trust eggs that were cooked on a train. Train eggs are downright nasty. Well, I'll leave you with this Polaroid I took with a swan the other day. Don't trust how innocent it looked. It tried to bite me right afterwards. Anyways, much love from me to you. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in a couple of months. Hey, maybe in a year or two we could go traveling together. Maybe through Asia this time? Hang in there, Ellie. Love you tons. Don't forget about our skeleton pact. Also, sorry if you find any Chex Mix crumbs in here. I couldn't wait.
I love her letters. They always cheer me up. And, look, obviously I'm not one for going outside. I'm 21, in the prime of my life, or whatever, and I work from home 5 days a week. But if Ophelia was there, sure, I'd let her drag me across a continent. There's something about an old friend, you know? Oh, you know what? That reminds me, I keep having these crazy dreams,
Dreams?
Oh, hi, Jan, you're up early.
Unfortunately. Well, what kind of dreams? Dreams are so interesting. Did you know Daisy can't dream? I can. She's just odd like that. Absolutely nothing going on up there. But I dream. I dream a lot.
You know what? I don't even want to know what you dream about.
That's rude. Well, I'm curious now. What kind of dreams?
Well, I was just talking about the letter Ophelia sent me, and it reminded me of all these weird dreams I've been having. She keeps showing up in them, like, just in the background, kind of hanging out, but still weird. Maybe I just miss her.
Well, plenty of cultures think dreams carry meaning beyond whatever's going through people's little heads. Like the Greeks, they thought prophetic dreams came in 3 varieties: those that were visions, those that required interpretation, and those that were visitations from the divine. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. I took this one class. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I don't really think these dreams are anything special. They're just weird, run-of-the-mill stuff my brain makes up.
Like what?
Like, a couple of days ago, I dreamt I was on the subway, which was pretty normal, but there were plants everywhere for whatever reason, and a ton of weird passengers, like this one guy with a crow for a head and a bear covered in plants, and one lady who I'm pretty sure was Jennifer Lawrence, and Ophelia was there too. I think she was sitting behind me or something. The tunnel we were going through kept getting narrower, and because of, like, dream physics, the train kept getting smaller and smaller too. But it didn't affect anybody. We just sat there, all cooped up, totally fine.
Fascinating. Are you claustrophobic, Eleanor?
Huh?
A train that gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Are you claustrophobic, Eleanor? Does that scare you? And what can you do about it? What can you do but sit in this train car? How long have you been this afraid? Are you getting too big for your shrinking space?
Stop it. You're being weird.
You didn't answer before. Vision, visitation, or interpretation? Which one is it going to be?
Stop it.
Which one is it going to be?
Stop it!
Thank you for listening to 404. Featured in this episode were Cassia Jones as Eleanor Lancaster, Naomi Leela as Ophelia, and Sage Thomas as Jan. See you next week.